Sanspants Radio, Australia's least coherent podcast network. Hello! Oh my god, I am so loud. Let's get me turned down a little bit. Yeah. Welcome to an Unprompted Unwanted that we're trying out on Twitch whilst covered in cats.
Yeah.
This is Kimchi sitting on my lap and licking my arm. That's Tiramisu on Joel's lap.
Licking my thumb.
Yeah, this is fucking good. Yeah, it's the Joels, it's the cats, it's all happening. It's unprompted, it's unwanted, and it's chaos.
Yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying the loud purring.
And Remy92, good to see you were still dedicated to your new Twitch name, one that all of us are very happy with. Yeah, this
Remy92.
Yeah. So Remy92's old username, boring. Can't remember what it was. AJ Smith or something. I don't know. Anyway, basically, it turns out that at work they got called Remy as a nickname, and we're like,
well, that's a great nickname.
Why
How'd they get the nickname? You know what? I can only assume.
It's too quiet now. How's this? Yeah. That looks, hey, based on the bars that I can see, that looks good.
Okay.
Milky G 81, thank you. And, yeah. Anyway, Remy's new name is great.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, as Hayden says in chat, Remy is way better. Oh, we got a hype train incoming. Holy shit, choo-choo! Woo!
As someone who has not twitched in maybe a year, what is a hype train and what does it do?
It means that everyone's hyped and we're driving the train.
All right.
Let's fucking
chew,
go.
Fucking chew.
Anyway, Jesus Christ, unlike Lee Gamer, you should not be on a 13-month streak. We have not streamed on this channel for a year.
I know. It's been a while, but thank you so much. Hype, something happened in a hype.
Anyway, let's go. Basically, if you didn't see any of the announcements, everyone, what was I going to say? Nothing good.
Hey everybody, and welcome to this month's episode of Unprompted and Unwanted. For those who are not a Sanspants Plus subscriber, this is a show we tend to do every month where we crap on about, like,
what's going
on behind the scenes,
and
as it were.
Who gives a shit about that part?
And
you can
also,
ask us questions and we'll answer it.
Yes, we ask for some of your questions, and we do our best to answer them if they're good.
Yeah, if they're bad, we'll ignore them.
So we are trialing something new, which is we'll do this live on Twitch for the people who can make that, and then of course we'll be uploading this as a podcast in the usual Unprompted and Unwanted feed.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, I guess the biggest announcement we have is that we're, Plumbing the Death Star, are doing a live show in
June 5th. If you are in Melbourne, we are coming to you, and by coming to you, we already live in Melbourne, but we're going to Comedy Republic June 5th. It's a Saturday at 6:30 p.m. We're hitting the stage. And we are doing a Plumbing the Death Star live. The first one...
We cannot be stopped.
We cannot be stopped. It's our first one in
they tried.
I tell you what, they tried. They tried big time. I don't know if you heard, but 2020, they tried to stop us.
Yeah.
We cannot be stopped.
We were like, hey, we are going to go to the UK and the US. And then they were like, no, none of that. And they stopped us in our tracks. But now... we can be only stopped a little bit. So, but not in Melbourne, which is nice.
Yeah. So, in Melbourne, 5th of June, Comedy Republic. Tickets are on sale now. We've tweeted about it.
Exactly.
It's in the Facebook group. It's in the Discord. You can buy tickets.
If someone, a handsome person who's controlling chat right now, if they want to quickly get the link up at all, a certain somebody... who's now stressed because he has not been listening to a word I've been saying until now.
A certain piece of shit at the desk. It's a race now. Who can find it first? Me or the unnamed... It's a link to the live show.
Live show.
Okay, alright, I'm on it.
Someone else, or if someone has the Discord, they could copy it from that.
Oh my god, it's a race. It's a race. I can't see chat anymore because it's all happening. No one's posted it yet, which means that I can still win. And that's the most important
My phone's
thing.
in my pocket, but I have
Copy link. Here we go.
I'm too
Here we go. Here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god, there it is.
So who's controlling Sanspants at the moment? It is Trent. I don't know, but my wife just texted me and said someone wants to know which cat is the softest. So I missed that as a question, but Tiramisu is the softest cat.
Milky G. Mickey G. I can't read. That's the wrong link. The other two links got posted in chat, though. 3. Okay, plumbingthedesktop.com/tickets. Not a website, Hayden. Fuck you. Haunted Leg, you were on it. You win. Congratulations. It's good that I apparently look uncomfortable. Yes, it's because I'm sitting with my leg. I'm not sitting in a way I would usually sit because I usually don't have a cat on me. Yeah. Anyway, June 5th, Plumbing the Death Star are coming to you live in Melbourne. Buy tickets. It is not a big room, so tickets will move
reasonably fast.
very particularly quickly.
Yes, and so for, let's see. So for those asking, 1, 2, 3,
Haunted Leg,
Honeybee.
thank you so much.
Oh my god, what a genius. 1, 2, 3, Honeybee. So this little grey and white little kitty on me, this is Tiramisu. And that little ginger one over there is Kimchi.
Yeah, this is Kimchi. Kimchi's asleep, and I'm going to pick her up. I really have to pick her up and shake her. Wake up! I won't do that.
So they're very good. Kimchi, they're a bonded pair. They're not actually from the same litter, but they are a bonded pair. They were rescued at the same time, and they just sort of took to each other in the, I guess, the kennel or whatever they were rescued to. But yeah, I think they had a cat flu when they were found, and they think we were doing pretty rough. But yeah, they
hang on. Sorry to interrupt for 1 second. Trent, the thing you're about to do has already happened in chat.
I know, but I'm going to continuously post it throughout.
But there is now a command which is !show. Yeah, that's yeah.
I haven't done this in a long time.
No microphone, so maybe shut up. Oh, I'm rude when I'm on Twitch. ! Show. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh no! The secret discount code is there too.
Oh.
No, that's all right. So this secret discount code is for everyone in this chat and also Sanspants Plus members, but no one else.
Yeah. So shush.
Yeah, shh. You get $2 off if you use Plums, which is 10% off the ticket. Shh.
So shush. So we got these two as a bonded pair. They're very cute. Kimchi is, I think, kind of acts as a bit more of the older sibling, even though they're sort of both. Their official birthday is November 21st, but Kimchi acts as a bit more of the older sister. So she'll be the bit more of the brave one. Like she'll go upstairs and sort of do certain things, and then Tiramisu, if she's feeling brave, will also then maybe follow, and it's very cute. There was one time where we tried to bathe the cats. This one, Tiramisu, did not at all like it and had a bad time. Well, they both had a bad time, but Tiramisu especially had a bad time. And she was upstairs and wouldn't come with us to come downstairs to say hello. So Kimchi went upstairs and just sat with her and just was comforting her and see how she was doing. And she also did that when we got a new couch, and Tiramisu was afraid of the couch.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Ethan, great question. Yes. The answer would be yes. It is on the public Discord. I forgot.
Ethan.
Shh. Ethan. Shh.
Either way. So use coupon code PLUMS for a couple of sneaky dollars off. And come yell at us live when we inevitably get something wrong about something you love.
Yes. Should we... let's do some...
Yeah, and what else are we going on behind the scenes? Let's see here.
That podcast you used to... Ethan, thank you for putting yourself on timeout. That podcast you used to do that's back.
Oh, yeah, Super Gym Friends. So me and Adam are now gym boys again. Wonderful listener of the previous Super Gym Friends, Zach, reached out to us and was like, hey, I kind of miss the fact that there was like a dumb fitness podcast. Can we do something about this? And I was like, all right, good luck, idiot.
Speaking of good luck, idiot, good luck, Haunted Leg, throwing out commands like that, expecting us to have it ready to go.
Yeah. Ooh.
Gus Boss, that's too long.
Yeah, it's way too long. So yeah, so Zach reached out to us and was just like, "Hey, can we do this?" We're like, "Oh yeah, let's give it a bill." And that's the fruits of our labor, as you can see, has not at all took. But hey, I'm doing okay. And what else has been going on?
We are continuing to do podcasts.
Continuing to do podcasts.
Movie
let's
maintenance
see.
is dead in the ground.
We took it
and
behind a shed and shot it in the face.
it won't be back, but iCrams occasionally does movie maintenance-esque moments.
Yes.
Which was it's part of Sanspants Plus.
So what else has been going on? Oh, I've been having some wonderful issues with the studios that we built. Some certain tradie fucked me good and didn't connect a certain pipe to another certain thing. So now we have a lot of water, or at least had a lot of water leaking under the floor. So it was really nice when I was like, oh, someone must have spilt something. I'll go clean that up. Oh, if I press down and water comes up. Huh. That shouldn't be there. Wait a minute. Oh, no. And that was at the front of the house. So that was indicative of that problem. So that's going to be coming up soon, which is great. Good news, not at all a lot of stress for this boy.
Bitfreak, hello from America.
Yes.
Well, I mean, from Australia, you're in America. Hello to America. Yeah, pandemic is... Ethan just did something very funny in chat that I respect. Hayden asked to be mod. Ethan said, sure, and then timed Hayden out.
That's great.
Yeah.
The pandemic for us is kind of basically winding down somewhat.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Our government lost all the vaccines, legitimately.
Yeah, again, it's this kind of weird thing where when our government is incompetent, but because Australia is a very lucky country, the incompetency doesn't impact a lot of lives. Well, it does, but like not to the point where it's really bad. Whereas other countries' incompetences, you can kind of be like, oh, fuck, they fucked it. Whereas our incompetences are like, So that's kind of what I kind of like, how we're doing.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, traveling's hard, and because we can't get a vaccine means we can't really go overseas for a long time.
Yeah. So that's always fun.
Bitfreak, no stress, man. What else? What else is going on? Hey, JD, did anyone else hear that fucked up Shut Up a Second classic? Well, presumably everyone who listened to that episode heard it.
Yeah.
It's,
Do we have any questions from the
from the
Discord to go through?
Which you can get into by following the command Haunted Leg made.
So what about the YouTube
Shiny
channel?
New Toys Us, what time? Great question.
Now it's happening. It's happening right now, as you can see.
Okay, so... where are, how are kimchi and tiramisu right now? All these questions are cat related, but we've answered them already.
We can answer them again. The cats are doing well.
Yeah,
they had a bout of ringworm, but that seems to have gone now, which is nice.
Fingers crossed. I mean, fingers crossed. And where are they? On our laps.
Yeah.
Is a public Discord a good method to organize work things? This was because Adam found out that we were doing this through the public Discord and not through us telling him, even though we're in the same room as him, basically.
In my defense, we were currently in a meeting and you were talking and I got fidgety.
That's fair. Is it... here's a bit of a deep, hard-hitting question from Tivis. Is it hard to balance your friendships in the business environment? I'm sure there's a better way to word it, but I did yard work and I'm tired, lol.
Is it hard to balance? I think so. I mean, there is always difficulties. I mean, it's nice to kind of work with the people you like and work with your friends, which is always nice. But there is that kind of thing where you're like, well, it gets to a certain point, and you're like, everyone's clocking off, and you're like, good, leave my house, I'm tired.
Yeah. Like the end of a party.
Yeah, so it's, I don't know. How about you, JD? What do you think working with your mates? Let's in particular say a Hayden.
Well, I work with Hayden at both jobs, and it's terrible both times. Unfortunately, I don't quite have enough power to fire him from either job, but I have enough power to get him in trouble at both jobs. So that's one thing that definitely keeps a business, like I feel like our workplace relationship rolling in a positive direction. The constant threat.
So someone asked something about a YouTube question. I've just forgotten what it was. So if you want to post that again, I will happily answer whatever that was. But like a fleeting thought, it's gone.
Yeah. Awesome Eagle asks, how is the new studio working out? Is it making things easier on you all? And then followed it up with Zammit. Do you have any regret? Do you regret any missed opportunities from Sanspants' early years?
So, the studio is going okay, but there are some issues with it. So, what we initially thought were things that were soundproof are not soundproof, and that's a problem. And also, as the aforementioned, water problem, which has leaked through at least one of the studios, maybe the other, the corridor that kind of connects both, and the office space where everyone sort of hangs out. So, initial assessment is that all the floor has to be ripped up and then dried for 5 days, and then we will see what happens in terms of replacing things. Because also, in terms of replacing things, the floor that we've gotten is no longer exists. So the coloring exists, all that kind of stuff exists, but the size no longer exists. It's a larger board, as it were. So that's also frustrating. So there's a lot of frustration there and a lot of stress. And for a while, it wasn't covered under insurance, which was great. But then they called me back and said it was. Because it's a floating floorboard, and like my insurance was like, floating floorboard, well, that's not home, that's contents. And I was like, but it's the floor. They were like, well, it's not. And I was like, okay.
You'll see, it's floating. That's what it's meant to do.
So there was a good stress for a couple hours, and they called me back, and they're like, oh, hang on, bit of a communication fuck up. So if you were a unit, a floating floorboard does count as content, but if you're a standalone house, it counts as house. So we're covered. So that was nice to hear. So yeah, we'll see what happens with insurance and go through that. But again, it's that kind of wonderful thing of just a lot of disruptions and those kind of stuff. It's in terms for like missed opportunities from early days. I don't think we've had many, have we?
No, not really. I don't think there's been anything where we're like, wow, I really wish we did that. Then we'd be popular and funny and handsome and.
Let's see. When we got featured on iTunes, when we sort of first blew up, maybe it wasn't clever to do 7 episodes of Harry Potter where we get some very basic Harry Potter things wrong.
I remember at the time being like, should we not do this? And us being like, no, it's funny to do this.
And it's still funny.
I think it's funnier as time's gone on.
Yeah. So that question was, scroll up the trend for that question about YouTube.
The question, who I don't remember who it's from. Gromza.
Keep going up.
No, it wasn't that question. The question
what
was,
are the plans
for the YouTube
What
channel?
are the plans for the YouTube channel?
What are the plans for the YouTube channel?
Great question, may I just say. So the current plans are to be doing more Let's Play content. So that's is what you'll be seeing. I think currently, Adam and Cass are doing a Let's Play or playthrough of Beyond Two Souls.
Yep.
So the idea is to kind of be doing some more of those, because I think they're a lot of fun to do. And currently, that's the sort of plan. We have some things in the pipeline, kind of akin to Tales from Handle Creek, that we've shot, and they look really cool, and I can't wait to show you guys what it is. But we have to kind of be a bit...
finish it.
Yeah, and kind of on the DL in terms of what it is. But yeah, very, very excited to actually show you guys that, because that's been a long time coming for that one. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys to see
Saucy Boys Season 2. That's what he's hyping. Yep. What's the biggest backlash you've gotten from a fandom? Harry Potter. Every single time someone discovers a Harry Potter episode, they scream at us. We get yelled at, and I'm glad, and I've been glad this entire time, that Plumbing the Death Star doesn't have an email address. Sanspants Radio does, but people see that, and they're like, that's not going to Plumbing the Death Star, even though it would go to Plumbing the Death Star. Mm-hmm. But I feel like just that one extra step is really stopping people from yelling at us all the time.
Yeah.
Harry Potter, anytime we do a Harry Potter episode, we still get screamed at. And if we had a Plumbing the Death Star email address, we'd get screamed at way more.
Yeah, I think Harry Potter is the only one that people seem to have cared a lot about.
Yeah.
There's occasionally like the Star Wars stuff, but I think because Star Wars is so messy that like maybe no one cares enough.
Yeah.
Or also we don't care enough.
Yeah, I think it's because like our episodes rarely go out of the way to say that, because I think the thing is with the Harry Potter stuff, we get stuff wrong, but then we're also like, this universe doesn't make any sense, and everyone in it is a fuckhead. Where in Star Wars, we've never been like, this universe doesn't make any sense, everyone's a fuckhead, but like, there's some crazy stuff in Star Wars, and here's some wrong versions of it.
Yeah.
But galaxy's big,
Galaxy
far
big.
away.
He got bug in his blood. What did he do?
Got some less exciting questions coming up.
Okay, well, you scroll through them. I'm going to answer Remy92's question.
Yep.
Will any homebrew content from House Rules be released? Hopefully. Again, we've got like a lot of stuff, a lot of plates being spun, and yeah. So I've had a chat to Jack and Adam about like their races that they made, and like just hearing what they've created is very, very cool. I like their dog men that act like city guard.
Yeah.
They're my favorite.
David J. Bird asked, JD, do you ever get annoyed when people say tweet at douche13 in episodes? No, because people rarely do. And when they do, I ignore it because I don't care. If I'm not in the episode, I don't care. No, that's not true. I read and respect every single person that tweets me, and I think everyone should tweet me more.
100%.
At douche13.
Have you considered doing board game playthrough videos? Maybe. Like, again, board games are, they can be long and drawn out. I think if we were to do something like that, because again, me, Jack, and Adam in particular really like certain board games, but sometimes they can be very long and very intricate. So potentially, but would have to do some like piloting and some testing, because I just feel there would be some teething issues and a lot of stuff would have to be edited around, just because board games tend to be fairly slow.
Unlike Lee Gamer asks, isn't Duscher banned from Twitter? I was permanently banned for nearly 2 months, but then Twitter backed down. And the tweet that I got reported for is still up. So you can find that where I call a former president that no one thinks about very often anymore a cunt. Want
to see something great? So Tiramisu loves a hand. So if you put your hand, she'll just boof it.
That's sick. That is good. Kimchi's been asleep this whole time. I haven't said anything. Oh, now I've got both cats sucked in.
Aw.
Sucked in. I'm the king of cats.
So Ikol asked, how's my stress levels? They fluctuate from day to day. Sometimes they're very high. Sometimes they're very medium. And that's about it. So that's about it.
Goodbye, Tiramisu.
Goodbye, Tiramisu. I loved you. Let's see, another question. Was something about the Pirates game? When will episode 1 of the Pirates game launch? Not for a while.
Ever. I actively... So I walked into the studio and Zammit was like, I'm about to release a Pirates game. And I said, no, you're not. And then I hit delete on his computer. They're gone?
Thank you.
They're gone. Pirates game never existing. It's 100% my fault. You can, tweet me at douche13, DUSCH13. I refuse to release the Pirates game.
Damn right. But no, like again, it's the so we have a problem sometimes in this company where certain people announce certain things before they're finished, or at least we definitely had, and that was one of them. Because again, with timelines and how long things take and those kind of things. So then it's one of those things where you're like, look, it'll come out eventually, but like not for a while, because we still have what's happening next, which is a fun time
and a secret,
which is a secret. You'll be hearing a bit more of that on Sunday night or Saturday night, Sunday morning, and then after that, hopefully we'll be going back into Barovia, and then after that we should have the joint game.
Oh, joint game.
With myself, Handsome Tom, Cass, and Jackson, all as players while Adam tries to wrangle us.
Joint game. Dream blunt rotation.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
So Steven Strangle says, Duscher, I know you can see this. I just want to say you're doing an excellent job. I agree. Not a question, though. So keep opinions like that to yourself. Lee asks, will Bailey Family Circus and or Why Am I Sad be coming back anytime soon? I miss them so much.
So, Why Am I Sad? Yes, it should be coming back fairly soon. So we have recorded the first basic episode for the year, and Cass is taking on the editing responsibility, and it's her first time, so she's giving it a red hot go. So when she's sort of like finishing up with that, then we should be able to like get into a rhythm of things and start releasing Why Am I Sad? Because don't worry, I haven't gotten happy. No one in this company has gotten happy. And we are constantly sad.
Yeah, the Pirates game is a choose-your-own-adventure. Here's the thing. Imagine you're a pirate. What do you do next? And then you just go from there. You're all listening to the Pirates game now.
What have we actually said about that? Has anyone actually said what the Pirates game is? Because, like, or is it just like an untitled Pirates game?
I only know about it because people are, like, constantly yelling about it.
Yeah. Because I know, because, like, for the Pirates game, it's going to be, like, look, a little bit more sizzle. But it is.
Are you about to do the same thing that you made fun of the company for doing?
I am. But it's funny to me because it won't be released for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
I mean,
but yeah, it's an all players tabaxi. So it's a beautiful catted pirate adventure. So yeah,
Pirates game long as shit confirmed.
So Gromza, what do you mean by the joint game? So with Tiffany and Pop going to Chult, Hector and Pip would be appearing in a revamped Barovia because we cooked it and we're doing it again, but better this time. And so when that, hopefully anyway, and when that is finished, that will be the joint game will be Hector and Tiffany joining back up after their adventure. With, I guess, Tiffany, spoilers for Chult here.
But everyone,
so if you haven't listened to Chult, which is already out,
I'm going to drop I haven't listened to it. This is going to be a spoiler for me.
Bit of a spoiler for Chult. So again, everything was about trying to form, I guess, a crusade or a campaign against what happened at the end of Search for a Helm, which was Tiffany's father, Sir Grace, got possessed by whatever that inky blackness was. And so those two campaigns, Chult and Barovia, are about finding, I guess, resources for what will be next. And so with Tiffany, it was finding, I guess, the money to back an army, as it were, from the wares.
Oh, good morning.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Kimchi. Oh, no, back to sleep. So, yeah, that's going to be the joint game, is like whatever happens after Barovia, that.
Tad asks, how far ahead is plumbing recorded? Give me 1 second. 1 episode, I think. Yeah, 1 episode.
Yeah, 1 episode.
1 episode. There's a whiteboard to our left. It's got all of our secrets on it, and no, you can't see it.
No.
Tells you what episodes to expect. And it says pirates and then crossed out. Mm-hmm. And then I wrote, fuck pirates. They're not even cool. That was space pirates, though. Oh, no, they get too close to Firefly. Fuck Firefly. That's written on the board too. Will Jackson be GMing or DMing anything coming up? Ask Dragon Queen 6.
Yes. So he would like to be DMing a certain few things. I think if anyone is a King subscriber and has listened to some of the World of Darkness campaigns that we've released, Jackson is a very big fan of the World of Darkness series himself, and likes kind of running things in like World of Darkness. So
he sure does.
I think he would like to do something there, but nothing's been recorded, nothing's set in stone. It's just something that he would like to do.
Yeah, and there's always, and this isn't recorded or planned, but there's always more dinosaur stuff in the future. No matter where you are in the future, there will be more dinosaur stuff.
Oh yeah. I've heard of Jack's plans for what he
dinosaur
intends to do with. Not sure of the end title yet, but I do like what his plans are for Adam and Cass.
Yeah. I'm not sure about Look, I mean, I know what happened to us. We went to heaven.
Damn right.
Oh no! Spoilers for Dinosaur Universe. The only good content we've ever made.
Ever.
I feel like there was a question I saw a moment ago and then got distracted by my own shit.
Yeah. It happens to the best of us.
Bailey Family Circus question.
Ah, right.
Yes, so Bailey Family Circus, I think is being...
Right now it's on hiatus. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's sort of like hard to pin the Baileys down.
Yeah.
And especially when things are sort of like, as they are, it's only really just sort of coming back to normal for us. So I think it's just currently just on hiatus, and we don't know when that will be up and running.
I know that Jackson had a very, very the Baileys had a lot of big ideas for what they wanted to do. So look, there'll be something, but we're not sure when or what.
Yeah. How's the company-wide ADHD diagnosis going? I think pretty good. I have got a soft diagnosis, which is great for ADHD, and I have a appointment with somebody over telehealth in June sometime to hopefully get medicine that will fix me, and I'll be better, and that'll just make it go away. I assume. So that's been nice to get a diagnosis.
Haunted Leg has said, well, has asked, and this is a you request because I don't know what the fuck they are talking about. Well, I do, but I can't do it. Will you wish me a happy birthday in the Tabaxi accent, please? It's technically not quite my birthday, but will in 2 days. Also, thank you for all the good times, particularly over this last year. First off,
yes. Haunted Leg, yes. May I wish you the happiest of birthdays, and may you have some kind of delicious cake or chicken, perhaps a chicken cake. Ever thought of making maybe this kind of delicious chicken? I think someone was talking about a chicken cake, and I think that would be a very good birthday present for both me and you. Happy birthday, can I come? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. This is my Tabaxi voice. Happy birthday. It's me, Joel Duscher the Tabaxi. Up, 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 up,
I'm a big fan of your Keanu.
no.
Oh, no, something dropped. But I'm a big fan of your Keanu voice.
My Keanu voice?
Hey, it's me, Keanu.
I'm
driving a bus.
That's very similar to a guy I used to know. He got shot in the guts in 1980, though. I thought it was sad at the time, but it turned out he was a bad guy.
So the Macaroni Prince, you legitimately moved country thanks to the Bailey Family Circus. Can you just elaborate a bit more on that story? I'm curious. So while Trent fixes the light that fell, there's Trent in the background. As you can see, this is Trent. He's a good boy. Look at him. He's so handsome. Can you elaborate more on that story? Because I'd like to read it out for those who are listening. Because why?
Haunted Lake says, hi, Trent. Steven Strangle says, hi, Trent.
Okay, so the story was I asked should I move, and John said I should, so I did. Okay, wow, all right. Thank you so much for an amazing tale there.
Ethan says, hi, Trent. Mm-hmm. Forget Me Knocked says, getting the Forbidden Trent content. Yeah, you are. Trent doesn't have a microphone, so we will not be responding to any of your statements.
Yeah.
No, the Macaroni Prince. We don't want any further details.
No, you said it. Look,
it's a great story.
It's a great story.
Should I move? Yeah, you should move.
You should.
Okay, I'll move.
I will.
Favorite Sanspants bits.
Let's see. Favorite Sanspants.
The favorite bit that I've been involved in that I can remember that is funny for me to listen back to, which I think it's just because I forgot that it had happened, was in Dinosaur Universe, you'll know the signal. And then the 10 minutes of mayhem that happened immediately after that.
Was it the signal? Was it?
I think it's because when I'm doing, I don't know. It's funny. Plumbing the Death Star has had some really crazy bits, especially in the last 18 months, I feel.
A more recent plumbing bit that I really enjoyed, and wasn't even a bit. It was just we all got sidetracked by ravioli.
That wasn't a bit.
The pretext of the conversation of the question, whatever we were doing, was just something to do with Pac-Man, and we're like, yeah, whatever. Who gives it? What do you mean you wash your ravioli? What do you mean you shove it into it like a pillage ravioli and swallow it like a goddamn duck? What do you mean? And it was just a very good. None of us could stop thinking about how everyone, except for me, ate ravioli very wrong.
David J. Bird asked us, or I guess me, Would you ever do scripted comedy content? No, we are so bad at scripts.
Macaroni Prince. Okay, so he's got
I
more
asked
details.
if it was wiser to take a big risk that may make you way happier, but may ultimately lead to financial ruin and moving back home anyway. And John said being happy is most vital, or something like that. And the next day I handed him my notice. You're right, the Macaroni Prince. That did ruin it with details.
Follow your happiness. But scripted comedy content, I don't know. We're not good at that, I think. I think we're much better with like sort of more improv stuff.
All of us are terrible at reading. You're seeing me read these questions and I'm cooking it.
So I don't know, but we have had like things on our show, like on our network, like Margaret Moves to Mars, that are a bit more scripted. And hopefully when everything kind of gets back to normal, maybe something down the line, if not we're in it, we'll happily like help produce or help make. But I don't know if we'll we'll be the ones writing it. Probably not.
Yeah. The Macaroni Prince best Sanspants bit, a lot of people will suggest it anyway, is I'm calling it in. I remember that show. It's rare for me to remember an episode after we recorded it. Like, I mean, obviously remembering what was said is one thing, but I like actively remember sitting in the room and that episode happening. And the reason the calling it in bit happened is because none of us knew where to take the bit next. So that is us spinning our wheels and it just turned into total madness.
Hey, because I know a lot of the Sanspants crew do something real fucked with food. The only thing I can think of for me is that I'll eat a whole apple, like core and all.
And Zoe really did not like when you revealed that.
Yeah, that apparently disgusts a lot of people. But whatever, I ate a whole apple. It's delicious. Do you have any kind of weird things apart from the ravioli being washed?
I don't know if we've described the ravioli being washed part, but I spoke to celebrity chef Dan Hong about this.
Okay.
My food crime was not like a constant thing, and I think what happened was that once when I was a kid, because I don't wash spaghetti or anything like that. If I'm making just pasta, I won't wash it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I think I'd seen my mom when I was like a kid wash ravioli, and I was like, I guess you just wash ravioli. But in hindsight, I realized that I think she just overcooked it slightly and rinsed it in cold water to firm it up a bit.
That makes sense.
So yeah, it's not like I was like, no, that's how you cook. I was like, oh, okay.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
Oopsie daisy. So apple seeds are a bit poisonous, but you have to eat like a lot of apple seeds.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 apples.
Worth of apple seeds. So yeah, no.
They convert to cyanide in your stomach. That's sick. Apples just got way cooler.
I know, but the amount of cyanide in apple seeds, you'd have to be eating like fistfuls of apple seeds and just apple seeds.
Nom.
Yeah. So I'm fine.
yeah, it's good. Anyone got a... Hang on. What's couple more questions. Anyone got any good ones? We're not going to read out bad ones.
Yeah.
Also, if we haven't read out your question, you could assume it's because we didn't read it, or maybe because it's a bad one. Your call.
Yeah.
Hi guys, from someone that is Hi guys, from someone who is fairly drunk Irish man. Do you ever think of coming back to Belfast? This is going to apply to every single person that's going to ask if we are going to come back to us, to the place you want us to perform. I got distracted by a rude comment directed at me. Yeah, so everyone's asking questions about, hey, will you return to X or are you ever going to come to Y? And the answer is 100% yes, lock it in.
Yeah.
Every single place. Nothing is keeping us from there right now. The only reason we're not performing live there right now is spite. We'll return to touring as regular when we get that jab, baby. Give us the jab.
Who came up with baseless speculation? That would be our good friend Jackson Bibeli.
Yeah. It started as baseless speculation was a thing that was going to be like 3 or 4 different things, and then ended up being this thing, which we realized after we recorded the first episode, we're like, oh, this is pretty similar to what do we think is going to happen in Buh. And then we're like, people like those, and we like doing them.
Because initially we had the idea of, but potentially like a film thing, something like that.
Sandertoons, yes.
But then we did an episode of Plumbing, which was like something to do with what do we think is going to happen to the MCU after whatever it was.
Tony Stark's dead. Who cares? What's next to the MCU?
And we're like, that was basically a stealth pilot that we didn't really realize, and we're like, oh, no, this is kind of fun. So that's how baseless speculation sort of really grew into what it is now.
Yeah, so Baseless Speculation, if you haven't heard it, go listen to it. It's good. We get so much stuff wrong.
Yeah. It's good fun.
Sometimes we get stuff right.
Who was the worst student? Easy. Zoe. Next question.
Oh, yeah, easy. Although, I will say, in university, me and Jackson got separated in class.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. We were grown men. I was 20 years old. No. Yes, I was 20 years old. And then, I was told not to work with my friend as a 20-year-old man.
It was good.
Ethan, I know it's fucked up.
Yeah, it was very funny. Is Jackson going to DM any more dinosaur-related, any non-dinosaur-related stuff? Yeah. Hopefully, sometime soon. We'll see again. A lot of plates spinning and nothing's been set in stone, but yeah. Zammit, did you enjoy doing the poetry treat with Dave? Yes, I did. I always love being on any show with Dave Warnicky. He is a treasure of a human being.
Yes, in university. This happened in uni. It was less that I obliged and more that they didn't make me physically stand up and move. It's that the teacher was like, the tutor, I should say, because this was in a tute, was like, you two are not working together in this group activity. Stop talking. And we were like, yeah, fair enough. But it was also a bit more playful. We weren't in heaps of trouble. It was a younger tutor, so I think she was probably also just like, why is this happening?
So that's so great, because you have two students that sidetrack a class. You're like, well, that's good. And then you just focus on that sidetrack, and you're like, oh no, the tute's gone. I guess we have to pick up this lesson plan next week.
Yeah, well, in this situation, she shut it down very quickly.
Aww.
And then we had to do presentations on, I think, something to do with reality TV or something. And I remember Jackson pitched the idea of celebrities eating bugs, and the teacher asked a question, and Jackson had no follow-up. He was just like, and I remember him saying, we don't sell Pepsi at my work. I remember the teacher saying, like, oh, why bugs? And Jackson was like, I just think it would be cool to watch celebrities eat bugs. And she was like, okay.
I guess he's not wrong.
Who in Sanspants was not taught by Zammit? I think the only people you taught that are... Because you never
taught you, I taught Jack, I taught Zoe. Didn't teach Adam, didn't teach Trent.
Cass went to university with us, but no.
Weirdly taught Hayden, but that was when I was doing my...
You taught him as a high school student.
Yeah, he was a high school student. And I feel bad, but Hayden, I'm so sorry, but if you are in chat, I do not remember you in high school.
Hayden, the only memory I have of you as a high schooler was when I was at a friend's party, and you came up to me and you said, "Excuse me, you Joel Duscher from Plumbing the Death Star?" And I said yes, and you said, "I'm a huge fan." I remember that.
Also, accidentally, not accidentally, but I did also teach Zoe's brother in high school.
Accidentally.
Well, I didn't mean to. He was just there. And I was like, oh, hi. And just to clarify, I was never a professor. I do not have that qualifications. I was just someone that my mentor was like, hey, can you take these classes? And I was like, yeah, all right. I shouldn't have been doing that at the time because I was in my postgrad, like my first year postgrad, and I shouldn't have done that, but he was like, do you want that? And I was like, maybe, yeah, definitely. How much does it pay? And then he told me, and I was like, fuck off. No, seriously, how much does it pay? And then he said the same number again, and I was like, okay, let's do that. And then he got fired. And then no one else could teach the classes.
Yeah.
So then they were like, it's on you. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then another thing happened, and then they were like, okay, so you're doing this, can you teach this over here? And I was like, I guess, sure, I can do that, but who's the coordinator? They were like, I'll get back to you. And I was like, okay. And then a week out, and I was like, so who's the coordinator? And they're like, hang on, yeah, we'll get back to you. And then maybe 2 days before, they were like, you're the coordinator. And I was like, I'm unqualified. I shouldn't be doing this, but I'll give it a red hot go.
That's all right. They rectified it when there was budget cuts and they fired you.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I guess not fired, just didn't renew your contract.
No. Well, I was brought in to teach out the classes because that's how they got rid of my mentor. They fired him, and then they were like, well, he's been fired, but we still have these first years that were technically doing the things that he was teaching, so can you just teach them for the next 2 or 3? And I was like, sure, all right. And we tried, but then they were like, to keep it going, but they were like, nah. We're not. Budget cuts.
The Macaroni Prince has chimed in and said, oh my God, Zammit pulled a School of Rock. Fake teachers take student to create media.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I guess I am a Dewey What was his last name?
Dewey Cox. You
Was it
mean
Dewey Cox?
No, that's Warcard.
Dewey something.
Yeah, Dewey decimal system. Zammit is Jack Black confirmed.
Who
You
was
were
the
like-
best student?
Grades wise, me baby, I got into honors and dropped out. Woo! Dewey Finn.
yeah.
Thank you, Ethan,
Thank you. Yeah, Dewey Finn.
or as I like to know him as Joel Zammit. Yeah, no, I was the best student grade wise. Jackson got cancer in uni, so it's kind of hard to judge him on that.
In terms of teaching, you and Jack are actually a delight to teach.
Yeah, fucking thrive at group work. I'll write an
damn
essay the night before, but it gets done. Joel Zammit in School of Talk. That's funny. Funnier than it should be. Yeah. And the Macaroni Prince, please do not continue that riff further. It's run its course, and you'll wreck it.
Yeah.
The Weasel fan says cat.
Yeah, there's a cat still asleep. Oh, she's got her nose on her paw.
Yeah, it's nice.
On her
It's
nose.
nice. Here, I'll move my phone so you can see that better.
That's very cute. Oh, she's such a cutie.
Any other questions?
Okay. Let's say 3 more questions, and then we'll be done for the day.
Yeah, unless anyone has a huge one we can finish on.
Yeah. So get them in now. Otherwise, we're just going to be sitting here twiddling our thumbs. But yeah. So as someone with ADHD, it's reassuring to hear that someone else who has it. Yeah, look, it's one of those things where you're like, I'm fine, and then someone starts telling you more and more about like the symptoms of ADHD or like these traits of ADHD, and you're like, oh fuck, that's me to a T. Shit.
Steven Strangle has asked, what do you think is the absolute limit on the number of people in a Shop a Second episode?
3.
3 to 4, no more than 4 ever. 4 if one of them is a guest and not a regular host.
Yeah, like, again, I don't know, I didn't... setting up that many microphones and everything else was very much a bit of a nightmare for me, and I just was setting everything up tech-wise. I can't imagine being in that, and I can't imagine listening to that many people. So fuck that.
Yeah. No, let me tell you. A lot of people said 6 was the worst idea. Was a good episode, and there's a reason why we call it the worst idea. Yeah, look, it's bad.
It's bad.
Do you have metrics of where all of you... That's a boring question, the Weasel fan, but I'll answer it. Do you have metrics of where your listeners are all distributed? Yes, we do. Yeah, we get that. When we check our download numbers, we can see where you are, but not super specifically for some places.
But in terms of a general, vibe, it's like 40 to 50% is the UK. Then the next would be the US, and then after that is Australia.
Yes, which is a reminder: if you're in Australia and can get to Melbourne, or if you're in Melbourne on June 5th, Plumbing the Death Star, which is us two plus Jackson, not Pitchard, are performing live at the Comedy Republic. It is 18 plus unless you are with a parent or guardian. I will not be your father. But if you're underage and with a parent, you can come. You can come in, and tickets are on sale now. Kimchi just dug her claw directly into my hand. That's good. And then into my arm. Yeah, this is sick.
Lucky.
This is good.
Let's see. Any guests you regret? Of course.
Heaps.
Do you have a favorite episode of podcast? And then the next line was ATB talking about Christ's dog dick. It was pretty fucked.
That was good.
That was very funny. Any episode again with ATB? A delight. God, that man is so funny.
Is a shoot the same as a seminar at uni? I texted Joel, but he hasn't seen it. Which Joel? And yes.
Oh, okay. So a shoot is so my wonderful wife has a question. Thank you for joining us in chat. So so we have like, it's a seminar.
I don't know what a seminar is.
What is a seminar?
We have lectures, which sounds like a seminar.
If you can put it what like a definition of a seminar is, then we can kind of like work backwards. But we have a lecture, which is a me or a someone talking to an auditorium or a group of people, and no interruptions, and that's what a lecture is. And then the shoot is when you kind of do more practical stuff. So it's like less sort of like one person talking to people listening, and more doing either group work, assignment work, or just having a tutor there to then be like, hey, help me out with this thing, or can you kind of like give me some guidance or listen to this kind of thing. So that's kind of what I was doing. I did both. I shouldn't have, but I did.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that was very informative to you.
Yeah.
All right, we're taking one last question, and it's a big one. So let's go. Come on, someone in chat or Discord or anywhere, hit me with a big question.
It's the biggest question you got.
Otherwise, I've got one from the Discord, which could be a nice way to end.
All right. Well,
All right, I haven't given anyone. Yeah, no, I know about the delay. Don't you worry about it. I Twitch. Also, everyone heard it, so I can respond to it.
What's the worst thing a guest has ever said? I don't remember.
The Macaroni Prince. You've asked that like 3 times. We saw it every time. We didn't answer it for a reason.
I didn't see it, but honestly, I don't remember because it would have been cut.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes people say fuck stuff, and we're like, ooh. I don't know. Whatever you've heard that was bad, that is the answer.
Yeah, and if you were like, wow, that was pretty bad and that was left in, imagine what we cut, all right?
Unless sometimes, like the ATB episode where we start talking about Christ having a dog dick, nothing was cut from that episode, except for when we laughed so much we accidentally hit pause and had to re-record a moment of it.
Yeah, we missed some real good, more Christ dog dick funny bits. God, I'm mad at myself for that, but man, fuck, so funny.
Great question from the Weasel fan. One of the best questions we've had today. What is the best thing a guest has said? Now we're talking.
Now we are talking turkey.
The Christ having a dog dick.
Yeah, again, it just kind of floored us all. It was very, very good.
How heavily are the shows edited? The shows are not very edited at all. Like, to be honest, most of the time we'll only cut out, like, if someone starts a sentence, and you've probably seen me do it in this today, where I'll start a sentence and forget what I was about to say, or change directions entirely, and then I'll just cut it so that the sentence, like, flows better and is better to listen to. But that only probably happens, like, 2 or 3 times an episode. Yeah. So I reckon if we were to release an unedited episode versus an edited episode, there'd be about 3 to 4 seconds difference.
Yeah, these days it's not too bad, considering, like, you know, we've gotten a lot better at what we do. So the things that we're cutting is mostly pauses or just some fumbles over words or likes and ums that are easily to cut.
Yeah. And all right,
last bloody question. And I agree with you, Lee Gamer there. She is amazing.
Lena Moon is the best thing that's happened to Sanspants since I joined Sanspants.
Damn right.
And Snowflake has asked in the Discord, which other Sanspants members would be your polar opposite but also perfect match partner in a buddy cop film?
Polar opposite?
Not necessarily polar opposite. I mean, like, it says polar opposite. But
yeah. Because I'm thinking, like, so Adam and Jack, I think, are a good pairing.
I think it says yeah.
No, I'm going through it.
Adam and Jackson.
I think Adam and Jack would be a very good pairing. Polar up. I think you and Zoe would be a great buddy cop dynamic.
So would me and Cass, I think.
Cass, yeah. Trying to think, like, me and you. Best buddy
easy.
Cop. Easy.
Hayden, Ethan saying me and Hayden. If you want to see...
Actually, yeah, you and Hayes as a buddy cop thing, I would pay to see.
I'm going to hit him with my gun. And my baton.
The Macaroni Prince is saying me and Handsome Tom. I think that'd be very fun because we both bring a certain level of dumb energy to any situation. And I think because, like, my dumbness he picks up on, and in his dumbness I pick up on. So I think it'd kind of balance each other out there.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other good pairings. Sanspants. None. That's it. That's all of them.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, once again, if you head to the link that we plastered all over social media and everything like that, and grab some tickets because there are a very limited amount going, and we hope to see y'all there. So thank you very much for joining in on a very I was going to say, a very, very unprompted and unwanted.
Yeah, it's a loose one.
It is a pretty loose one.
Let us know how this sounded in audio form.
Yeah. If this was dog shit, let us know.
Yep.
And then we apologize.
I'm not sorry.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.